Okay, this is it. This is the new house that I've been talking about. I am finally in. All my stuff is here, and I'm gonna start fixing it up. 100 years old, built in 1915. Craftsman style house. I am no longer sleeping on couches. I've got a lot of work to do. Back in the 1960s, they took out a lot of the original detail, put in paneling, popcorn ceilings, stuff like that. I'm gonna undo that and redo some of the old character, try and bring it back to the way it was originally. Follow the process. Subscribe to this channel, and you can see as the house develops. I'm gonna build furniture, do some interesting decorating. Let's go inside and see what I've got to do. Okay, the living room. Spoiler alert. I already started in on the fireplace. Continuity. Don't get used to it. It's overrated. Okay, in here, the floors are laminate floors, but there's a hardwood floor underneath. Laminate's coming up, exposing the hardwood, refinishing it. Popcorn ceilings, I don't know what I'm gonna do about those. Paneling everywhere, including in front of the fireplace. Paneling's all coming off. Crown molding going back in. And this room, once I do those things, is more about decorating than it is about building anything. The dining room. This is the same floor as in the living room, so that's all coming up. Same popcorn ceilings. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna explore, I'm gonna cut holes, see what's what, maybe cover it up. But again, there's paneling everywhere. Paneling is all going away. Breakfast bar going away. Built-ins are going back in. This is where they would originally have been. That's the dining room. Okay, the guest room. This is not a very big room. It's covered with paneling everywhere, paneling. Instead of taking the paneling out, I'm thinking of covering it up with bookshelves. This closet goes away, so I get rid of this mirror, and into the bookshelves do a built-in armoire and dresser, because if you want it to be a bedroom, it has to have a closet for it to be considered a bedroom. And then here on this wall, a Murphy bed, so that my honored guests can have a place to relax with a book. And that way the bed won't be dominating the room when it's not actually in use. Okay. Okay, the downstairs bathroom. I think this is the one room in the house where the paneling doesn't come down. Just some basic upgrades in here. New faucet, eventually new countertops, because this doesn't really go with the period of the house. Tile, perhaps, or concrete, and then paint. Paint. This is the hall right outside the bathroom, and it has this really low drop ceiling that I can actually touch, and something is keeping the panels from being moved or lifted out of the way, so I'm guessing that's where the bodies are buried. The master bedroom. This is upstairs. The master suite is its own little unit upstairs. Oh, paneling again everywhere. Wall-to-wall carpeting coming up. There's a hardwood floor under here, and then it's all about building things, and we'll see how that turns out. Okay, the master bathroom. When someone says master bathroom, I think of a room that's large, big, spacious, masterful, and maybe has room for 2 sinks, but this is not that. This was actually a closet at one time. Back when they built these homes, when they had an indoor bathroom, they probably had one in the whole house. Anyway, but this is tiny. You have to shimmy up because the sink is right here. And so this sink is coming out, putting a pedestal instead. The shower is good. It's not like super stylish or whatever. So that'll be a low priority. I was gonna start in the living room. That was gonna be my priority, just to make it dressed up and nice. But this room has become my priority because this situation with the sink is so just physically awkward and uncomfortable coming in here and trying to shave and brush your teeth and stuff like that. Although it's really tempting to start just tearing out wood paneling that's all over the place, and of course I couldn't resist doing that above the fireplace. So that's already started. Okay. The kitchen. The guy that used to live here, he lived in the house for 50 plus years. He was a carpenter. He built all these cabinets, but the drawer fronts and doors are all coming off and going back to a more traditional craftsman thing instead of this 1960s cove. And the ceiling is so low that I can touch it. I'm not sure what this soffit is all about, but it's coming out and exposing what I think is a beadboard ceiling based on other little exploring things that I have done. That's the plan so far. Alright, this is the garage. This is my shop. Right now it's totally disorganized because I've just been taking things out of storage and shoving them in here. And I haven't organized anything yet, but it all the way back here it goes. I'm going to be bringing all of my shop equipment in, getting this place up and running. This will be where I'll be building the furniture and fixtures and whatnot that goes into the house. So I'm excited about getting this. I got to show you this wall. This is the shop as it existed before I moved in. This stuff has been here accumulating for 50 some years. I acquired all these rusty old tools. Some of them are useful. Some of them will be upcycled, repurposed, turned into other things. I'm excited about getting into all of that. Okay, so this is my new house. You can follow the progress on Facebook and on Twitter. You can see the links down below to my social media. I'm on Pinterest as well. Follow along with hashtag 1915 house. Subscribe to the channel and you'll see the progress as it comes along, and I'm really excited to get started, and I'm really excited to share it all with you. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.